What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10. Spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 10, Walking Dead comics, The Walking Dead universe as a whole. If you're worried about spoilers, please stop watching now. Really? Do you know who these people are in this picture? We'll talk about that and much more. Besides Negan, who's the other guy? Well, if you know the comics, we're going to talk about Brandon, and I believe that is Brandon right there, per Skybound, and hopefully you know what it means potentially for the show. We have our Dante. That is the actor who is confirmed to play Dante in Season 10 and hopefully beyond. Now, the word is that Dante is going to be part of Alexandria and not Hilltop. And if you know the comics, you know that Dante is a big part of Maggie's story, even though he's a minor character, some would say. But I'm excited to get more and more information about Season 10. And I'm excited about Season 10, that's for sure. There's Dante right there, I believe. And I'm interested to see what's going on here. Is the fire outside of Hilltop in some random part of the woods? Did our group start the fire? Who started the fire? But we're getting more and more information about Season 10, and it's only August 9th as I make this video. We're about 2 months out, so hopefully we get even more every week. And initially, some people thought the guy in the middle right here was Dante, and it looks like that's false. But who is this character? I'm not sure because we haven't seen this character or the woman before. Are they whispers? Do we have some spies? I don't know, but that would be an interesting take on the comic story arc coming to the show. But we have a Brandon. This guy is Brandon. He's confirmed to be Brandon. If you know the comics, you know how important Brandon is to Negan, but I'm pretty sure that the Brandon character, don't worry, we'll get into that, is going to be changed for the show. Brandon is a character in the comics that is seen right here, per Skybound, so you have Brandon and Negan. And I wonder if they're going to do that comic story arc with Brandon letting Negan out and taking him to the Whispers. I don't know if that's going to happen because so much is different on the show, but I'm guessing Negan is here working, and this is the same part where Lydia comes and talks with Negan, or Negan calls Lydia over and they talk. I wonder what the effect will have on Brandon, if there will be one. So let's talk about Brandon a little bit. Brandon is the son of Tammy Rose and Morton Rose in the comic. We haven't met Morton, but we could. But Brandon is kind of a pain in the butt character. He has a problem with Sophia and Carl in the comic, but it's different for the show now. Carl's gone, Sophia's gone, Tammy Rose is gone, but that is a big part in the comics too. Tammy Rose is gone in the same way in the comics on the show. She was picked for the Pike lineup, and that does affect Brandon. Brandon is the son of Tammy Rose. But Tammy Rose was one of the Pike victims, and to be honest, I believe she was the one and only same character that died in the comic on the show in the Pike lineup, so that's pretty interesting. But as for Brandon letting Negan out of the jail cell, that didn't happen because the jail cell was just left open by Father Gabriel or Jimmy or somebody else, but either way, Negan got out only to go back into the jail cell, so it's different already. But Brandon in the comic lets Negan out and takes Negan to the Whisper border. The idea for Brandon is to have Alpha take out Rick and Rick take out Alpha, because Brandon has a problem with Rick and Carl and Sophia, but that's not going to happen because Rick's gone, Carl's gone, and Sophia's gone. But the border is a part here. In the comics, it's Negan and Brandon at the border. On the show, we see Carol and Daryl. But Brandon takes Negan to the border, and Negan finds out what Brandon's plan was, and then Negan takes out Brandon. Brandon dies. Brandon comes back a walker, and in the war, Dwight takes out a zombified Brandon. So Brandon's a smaller character for sure, but he connects the Whispers with Negan. So is Negan gonna meet Beta and Alpha and the Whispers and find out about the Whisperer away? And Negan does not buy into it. The Whispers are far worse in the comics. So far, it's basically like there's a dynamic between Alpha and Lydia, and Alpha is torn what to do because she does care about her daughter. It's definitely different on the comics. But Negan goes and meets Alpha. Alpha lets her guard down, and then Negan takes out Alpha, and it's a huge moment, and Negan takes the remnants of Alpha back to Alexandria to show that he has changed and that it's a big gesture of faith and trust that you can trust Negan. But is that going to happen? I don't think so, personally. I don't know if Negan will take out Alpha on the show, but he's taken out somebody here. And it could be a walker, or it could be a person. What if he takes out Brandon here because Brandon is causing problems for the group and Aaron? You can tell by the prosthetic, the beard, and the look of Aaron. But who did Negan take out with the crowbar? Is it walkers or is it a person trying to take out Aaron? My bet is that it could be Brandon, and it's a little different for the show, but Brandon is still not a nice guy. But let's look at some promo pics. Some of the promo pics that are going around for season 10 are pretty awesome. The one with Brandon and Negan is a promo pic. Also, you see Negan is back in his jail cell. A little different clothes, but Father Gabriel and Negan are talking in the jail cell. I guess Negan lives there. And I love the picture here because it's just more of an elaborate look at what's going on in the woods. This is Michonne, probably where she takes out some walkers. There's a promo pic going around with that. A first look picture by Entertainment Weekly. And you see Diane, Carol, Daryl, Michonne. And I'm not sure who the person is there. Is it someone from Oceanside? Is it Cindy? Is it someone else? I'm not sure. But we're going to see Oceanside again this season, probably a couple times. You see more walkers coming in the woods, and this is probably who they're taking out. Daryl, Carol, Diane, Michonne, they're probably taking out walkers. But my question is, are these the walkers from the Whispers, the huge walker horde? Or is it a plan by our group to lure in the walkers and take them out by setting fire to the woods? Yumiko is looking at something on the ground. It's hard to see what exactly it is. Is it the Whisperer camp? Or is it a trap or something? You see something hanging on the piece of wood, so I'm interested to see what's going on here. And we're going to be meeting some new characters this season. We met Magnus Group last season. We're going to meet new characters this season. Brandon, Dante, Gamma, Virgil. It looks to be awesome. I'm super excited for season 10. Every week we're getting more and more information, and it's been great so far. And here's a good shot what looks to be Oceanside. You can see the cabin there with Judith and Michonne. And what is Michonne looking at that's got her interest? Will the Whisperers attack Oceanside, or does another group attack Oceanside, or is Oceanside safe? But we look to be seeing Oceanside this season. We didn't really see him much last season, but we're going to be back this season for a reason. I still think that Oceanside will be seen this season to set up the ultimate departure of Michonne by a boat going to find Rick. But we'll have to wait and see what goes down. We see Sadiq with the baby. You see father, not the father. Eugene. It should be an interesting dynamic still from last season into this season with Rosita's baby. And you gotta make the joke, 3 men and a baby. What's gonna happen with Daryl and Carol? I'm not sure exactly, but they're gonna be a big part of this season and beyond because they're the only ones I know for sure that have contracts for this year and 2 more years after it. So they're gonna be a big part of the season going forward. Like I said before, we're gonna meet some new characters. This is Gamma, played by Thora Birch. I'm excited to see what goes on there. Virgil is a character that I think will connect the dots with Michonne and possibly Rick, because I do think that Virgil is on the boat with Michonne, but can you really trust this guy? We don't really know much about him, but is he trustworthy? And also, what's going to happen here with the look of this? Is it a setup to have another lineup? Is it a dream sequence? Is it something that's just for the trailer? Michonne's got a different look that we've never seen before. Black leather, headband, and then all of a sudden, boom. Awesome Lucille. I do believe that Michonne has Lucille, and she's had Lucille the entire time. You can't just leave that symbol out in the open. Is this when she gives Negan Lucille back? I think so, in a grand gesture. Also, who's this? Is it Sadiq? Is it Kelly? Is it Gage? Is it Dante? Is it Brandon? What if it's Brandon? And now that we know that Brandon will be seen in season 10, it kind of fits the mold for him to be causing some problems, and that could definitely be him right there. Let's talk about a theory right here by my man Lincoln. Shout out to Lincoln. He's talked about this theory a couple times on YouTube, Facebook, on here. He has a theory that the banners right here from the fair, they will fall in this order. The Kingdom has already fallen, then Oceanside, Hilltop, and Alexandria. So I like the theory of the community fall theory. Kingdom, Oceanside, Hilltop, and Alexandria. The Kingdom's already gone, so that fits. Will Oceanside fall next, and then Hilltop, and then Alexandria? Or will Kingdom fall, then Oceanside, Hilltop? If you know the comics, that Hilltop gets badly burned by a massive fire during the Whisperer War. Alexandria is already rebuilt itself, so it kind of fell a little bit, but not totally. Also, Hilltop falls a little bit, but is rebuilt and a big part of the story to come. But will Oceanside fall next? Pretty interesting. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm really excited about season 10. These promo photos are great. It's only a little piece of information, but we got our Dante, we got our Brandon, we got our Gamma, we got our Virgil, we got a return date of October 6th. It'll be here before you know it. We're less than 2 months away before The Walking Dead returns. We got Fear the Walking Dead coming up this Sunday, August 11th. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's go. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And if you can, guys, please hit that subscribe button. Share the channel. We have a goal of 100,000 subscribers. We need 17,000 more subscribers to hit our goal. With your help, we can achieve that goal this year. And for those interested, check out my book series right there on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. We got paperback and digital versions. And remember, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.